Hi, Mimi here. Today I'm going to share with you stories from my work. And where I work is in retail. And there's very funny things that happen. If you ever worked in retail, I'm sure you're going to have seen some of these things amongst these stories that I intend to share. The first story I'm going to tell you is about one of the basics of retail, which is greeting. And wherever you go, if you work in retail, there's one thing you know, and that's that you have to greet the customer. And each store has their own variation. As soon as they walk in, a minute after they walk in, so many feet of you if it's a big store, but you always have to greet the customer. And you'd think people would be used to this. I mean, everywhere you go, you walk in, you're gonna get hi, how you doing? How can I help you today? So I would think people would be used to it. I'm used to it whenever I go in a store. I know this is gonna happen, but you get really weird reactions. And I'm gonna share some of those. The first one is what I just call ignore because you greet them, but they just keep walking, and it's like you didn't say anything, they didn't hear you. And it looks something like this.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah, and then you're kind of standing there like trying to figure out, did I not speak loud enough? Did they just not hear me? They got their headphones in, But the next one is called I call the peak because you know they heard you this time because they sort of look at you out of the corner of their eye. They still don't say anything back. And it looks kind of funny. It looks like this.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah, it's a little weird. So the next one is pretty self-explanatory, and it's, are you talking to me? Because that's what it's like. It's like you're saying hi, hello, and the whole time they're ignoring you. And then someone like, you're talking to me? And it looks something like this.
Hi, welcome. How are you today? Are you finding everything alright?
I'm sorry, were you talking to me? And you're like, no, really, there's about five customers behind you. That's who I was trying to talk to. Five customers behind you. But yeah, the final one though is the funniest one. And all I can call it is a runaway. And it looks something like this.
Hi, how are you today?
And then you're kind of standing there wondering, is there some guy with a gun or an axe behind me? Because you're pretty sure you're not that scary. But the funniest runaway I ever had happen happened while I was looking at this little boutique that you actually had to physically open the doors to enter. Okay? Just a little store. And one day, this literally happened. Watch this.
Hello, welcome to.
Yeah, why would you take the effort to open the door and run away the minute someone said hello? I don't know. It's very weird. And it's something you only see if you work in retail.